I've been far from home. I've been to places I didn't even know. I was sinking and as good as gone. But I have covered the cost of making it back. I have found what was lost and turned it like what was turning back. The nighttime turned to dawn. I found my remedy at last, and now my guiding sword is shining. As my present becomes my past, I realize I found my remedy at last, and finally.
Alrighty, race fans, welcome to the Cyber Thunder Racing League and the Cyber Pro Cup Series. Round number 1 for Season 3 here tonight at the New Atlanta Raceway. Again, we are at New Atlanta here tonight as we get ready to go green flag racing. Do you know what that means? Plate racing in Atlanta here. This narrow racetrack really mixes up the plate racing here at this unique racetrack. And again, we'll get ready to go. There's Dave Sanders, Justin, there's Steven and Mick back here. Musket back here as well, qualifying. There's Dustin Martin right now, second on the charts. And welcome to qualifying here tonight, and welcome to the season opener here live on Extreme Sim TV. Thank you guys for coming out as we get ready to go. Jerry Isaacs right now, top of the board, 31.279. That's Jerry, top of the board. While Luth Peters, Dustin Martin, Eric Anderson, Chris World, and Corey and Christian, Cody Richardson, Cody Meadows, and Dave Sanders right now, your top 10 here at Atlanta for your qualifying efforts. Now, again, Atlanta Motor Speedway here, this newer version of Atlanta, repaved, higher banking, leads to plate style racing here. Some like it, some do not. We're about to find out who can get the win and pull it off here tonight. This is going to be really, really fun as we get ready to go. So, again, we are ready to go green flag racing in just a moment. With 54 seconds here left in the qualifying effort here tonight. Oh. Ready to go. Jerry Christian right there as well. Here he goes, working his way through. So again, as the guys get ready to go here, should be a fun one tonight. So Jerry Isaac right now looking to grab the pole here in just a moment. So Jerry looking at it. Let's see. The lights are, we're going to be out of time in qualifying here. Looks like Isaac going to get the win or the pole here tonight. Let's take a look here at your starting lineup for the Cyber Pro Cup Series, part of the Cyber Thunder Racing League. Let's go. So Jerry, Peters, Andrew, Dustin right there as well. We're going to have Eric Anderson alongside Mr. Garrett Johnston. Row number 4, Chris and Scott Baker there as well. Corey Christian. Then it's going to be Cody Richardson. Meadows right there. Leroy, Dave Sanders side by side. Row number 8, Kyle Nadeau and Jeremy Flanagan. Justin Horton right there alongside Bob Rogerson. Andy Cork and Mr. Ed Jurgen there. Ed John Ross. Christopher alongside and Stephen Mick. Muskie back there. David Daniel. Then you're going to have Mike Stevenson and Mr. Alan Ayers. 28th tonight. Gary Bowman, Paul R. Turner right there in 15th. And that will round out your 30 cars here at Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight. See what we got. We'll see what we got as we are ready to go. So again, field coming to green. There is Daniel. 140 laps here tonight is your race distance. Out front, Jerry Isaac will bring them to green here this evening. So Isaac will bring them to green here tonight. Ready to go here at Atlanta. So here we go. Field 2 by 2 coming to green. Peters on the outside. And we are ready to go again. 140 laps here tonight to start the season. Here we go. Jerry will bring them to green. Peters there as well. We're racing in the Cyber Thunder Racing League here tonight. Everybody up to speed and ready to go. So again, headed for turn 1 and 2. Starting it up here tonight. And you see both lanes pretty even out front right now. Jerry, Andrew, Garrett, Scott right there as well as Corey, Cody, Richardson right there, Leroy, Dave hanging on also. Working the 2 lanes. And again, not really enough room right now for 3 lanes. And we'll see that as that develops throughout the night. It'll probably be 2 lanes steady for most of this race here this evening. So again, right now, 2 by 2. Everybody keeping it calm right now. So 2 lanes of traffic here. Andrew right there as well. Andrew trying to hold on. Coming to lap number 3 this time by. Down the front straightaway, Jerry out front leading, crossing the stripe that time. Peters, Jerry, Dusty right there, Garrett Johnston. They're in line as well, at least early on here tonight. Cody Richardson, Dave Leroy, Jeremy Flanagan back here. He'll run that 15th spot. Still 2x2 both lanes. A little bit of a block there. Isaacs, big jump out of the gas as Peters slid up the hill. Almost chopped his nose there. On board right now as we run. We're continuing right now. You see on board with Peters right now on the top. Andrew on the bottom. There is Scott in line as well. You see everybody full throttle right now. Down off of turn number 4. Sherman back here mid-pack. You got to monitor how much you bump draft here tonight. Again, 5 on the board. Jerry continuing to lead. So Jerry doing everything possible. Continuing to lead the way right now. But easy does it. Peters out front leading. So nice work as the field works their way through 2x2. Sherman back there, Cody Richardson, Cody Meadows, Dave Sanders, Leroy, Alan Ayers. Leroy mid-pack right now. Great run for him. 6 on the board. Peters continuing to lead right now. So Peters continuing to lead. Dusty in line as well. Andrews, Garrett, Johnston trying to figure out a way through as well. So right now, everybody keeping it decent at the moment. Again, long race here tonight at Atlanta Motor Speedway. You got to keep that car calm as both lanes work. And again, you'll see a little bit of dragging the brake out of that front car to get hooked up onto the bumper, just like we would at Daytona or Talladega. You see the gap forming there on the outside line as they continue to ride right now out front. Jerry Isaacs leads the way, and Jerry doing a great job monitoring what he's got to do right now. One car blinking now. I believe that was Ayers blinking in and out. The 72 camp right there as well. Nice job as we set right at the moment. 9 on the board. Isaacs continuing to hang on. So Isaacs doing everything possible. 9 on the board. And caution on the racetrack. First yellow of the night here, and the caution is out. Take a look here. Oh boy. Peters involved, looks like. Let's take a look at what happened. Get another shot of it. If we can figure out what happened. Bring the caution out here. Peters right here mid-pack. There's the 1. Take a look. So that top lane continues to slide back. He blinks out. We'll see if that blink's going to affect anything here down the back. Oh, right there, he's back, and there's trouble behind him. I wonder if that blink. See everybody sliding down. The 78 involved. Bob Rogerson. Take a look. Not 100% sure. One more look here, a little bit slow motion. The 1 blinked back in, but I don't think it had anything to do with this. He'll come across, just across the racetrack, gets right hooked, nowhere for a couple other vehicles to go as they slide backwards down into the inside wall. Multiple cars involved, the 20, the 09, all gonna tear it up here. And how are you doing, Mr. Hall? How are you? And that'll bring the caution out with Jerry Isaacs leading. 11 laps on the board here tonight. So Isaac continuing to lead here. First caution of the season early here tonight. So really early for the first yellow of the night in the season here this evening. Yeah. And 12 complete of 140 as they work their way through. We'll get back double file, ready to rock and roll once again. See what we got as we get ready to go turn them loose one more time here. Bulldog Coffee Company and Media bring home another win for BBC. Mr. Hall was hoping to be out there tonight, but internet issues. That is not good. The dreaded internet issues, man. That is no bueno, buddy. I hate that for you. Wish you could be out here as well. Man, that's no fun. No fun. But we'll get ready to go. 12 on the board. First caution going to lap up in just a moment. We will wrap this yellow up and turn them loose here in just a moment. But here we go. 12 on the board here tonight. We will thunder back to green. Chris and Jerry side by side for the restart out front. Here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh, man, been dealing with it all week. Oof. I have been there and done that, and it is no fun. You call the ISP to get help out to help you, and it takes them forever to send somebody out to even help. It's not what you want to hear. As Isaac out front leading by about 2 car lengths over Chris, Dave, Cody, Justin, Andrew, right there as well as they work their way through this. So again, 13 on the board of 140 here tonight. So 13 of 140, everybody holds on. Double file. And again, still very early on. We saw that one big issue that happened there. You got to take care of this car the whole time, right? You got to keep this car rolling. You take a look back through the pack there, one lap down. Ed on pit road, a good example. Mike Stevenson, I know not the way he wanted to start the season either, on pit road early. But again, you still got a long way to go tonight. You got to keep the car in a good condition here. 15 complete of 140, field 2 by 2, down the back straightaway here at Atlanta. Well, since we got a driver in chat here, Mr. Hall, how do you feel about the reconfigured Atlanta versus the old Atlanta? Me personally, I enjoyed the old Atlanta a lot more. Here, this plate style racing, just not a lot you can do. All right, had a technician out, needed all the lines need to be replaced. Crew coming out maybe tomorrow. I literally just went through that about 2 to 3 weeks ago, man. I had 20-year-old lines and I had to get them all replaced, buddy. So I definitely feel you as Justin continuing to hang tight with Jerry Isaac right there as well. So 2 by 2 by 2, Chris hanging on also. So right now, this is what we're going to see. And you see this front pack of cars doing exactly what you'd expect. That's double filed up. We got a couple a little bit further back there. Peters Remember, he blinked out early. Now he's stuck kind of deep in the field. He's going to have to figure out a way to sneak through. Now, Easy does it. Justin continuing to hang tight. Oh, 3 wide behind him, that outside lane. Trying to look for a move. That would have been the 21. Steven tried to make that outside lane work. Steven trying to make that outside lane work. Couldn't do it. Cody right there, mid-pack. Johnston there in the middle of the pack as well. As the field continues to thunder through, but it's Justin Horton getting now to the race lead. Jerry Isaac's going to fall back. That's the way we set 20 of 140 complete, 120 to go. If I was racing tonight, I'd be up there for sure. I don't doubt it, man. Don't doubt it at all. 46 up top of Andrew Caldwell. Right there in the mix also. You know what that means, man. You know what that means, Mr. Hall. You're going to have to come out here and you're going to have to get some wins when you come back next week, buddy. Hopefully everything's fixed by then. See down to the bottom, Chris, Daniel, Dave, Richardson. Right there as well. But right now, everybody calm, cool, and collected at the moment. And that's the biggest thing. It's a mental game, right? You've got a decently long race on a track that's nowhere near as wide as Daytona or Talladega. It's a mental game of taking care of the car and thinking about what you need to do. Martin. Look at old Martin. Dustin Martin. Cody Richardson. Jeremy Flanagan. Back here again. Still around that 13th spot. Kyle Nadeau. Caldwell continuing to lead up front with Justin and Jerry Isaacs right there in the 21. Good run for everybody up front. You see a little bit of bump drafting going here on the bottom. You got to really take care of that as you get bumped off into the corner. Again, you got to make sure you're all lined up. And don't bump the wrong direction because that could be huge. And you see it, 24 on the 24 complete. Eric continuing to lead. So again, you got to manage that bump draft. Keep it nice and straight. You want to ease into that guy's back bumper. Make sure you're even, not really pushing sideways or anything nuts that would cause an issue. Because again, that's the last thing we want to see out here tonight is somebody getting turned around, right? That's, especially out front, that is not going to go well. So right now, everybody hanging on. Hey, Mr. Hall, could you let me know about the car sounds? Are the car sounds too low, too high? What do we got here? I'm trying to tune the car sounds in, and I'm not exactly sure what you're hearing. They continue to ride 2x2. They are too low. I can definitely fix it. Still continuing to do what they need to do here. See this pack of cars just staying right with one another. Sounds good? Okay. I will not touch it then if it sounds good. On board, Eric Anderson. Justin Horton right there mid-pack. He'll draft up to the 43 of Eric Anderson. You hear on the throttle, you have to kind of feather that throttle just enough to manage that gap, not slam draft the guy in front of you, but you also want to get to him here if you can. And again, right now the field doing everything possible. And so, as we said, so much fun to watch these guys hanging tight. What can you do? So again, 30 on the board this time by. Man, it's so much fun to watch these guys manipulate how they run around here, what kind of runs they get as well. Nice run right at the moment. Steven, Andrew, Caldwell, Anderson, Corey, Justin, John, Chris, Richardson back here as well. Leroy back here in the 18th position. Started to go with Leroy Jenkins there for a moment. But meanwhile, Steven out front leading the charge. Doing a great job. You're on board as that car works the bottom. So pretty even right now. Dustin getting a little bit of a run. Up top with help from the 46 machine of Andrew Caldwell. I tell you what, Mr. Hall, I don't know about your opinion on this, but up here in the booth, I still do not like the number placement on the next gen car. I hate it's not on the side of the car anymore. It drives me absolutely bonkers. The field continues to hang tight. Single file and double file. Great job, Dusty. Continuing to lead. 2 by 2 with Andrew there. Behind him, one lap car going to slide back through the pack. Everybody will negotiate through. And that's not fun. Up top. But he's given plenty of space right now. One caution in the first 33 laps here tonight. Other than that, we've been mean and green. Look how tight Andrew Caldwell is able to get to the back bumper. So impressive. Okay, Roscoe, buddy. Yes. Right now, everybody holding serve. Again, 34 on the board. Martin continuing to lead. Caldwell, German back here in that 6th spot. Ross in 8th. A little bit of movement behind them. One car up the hill. That could have been big. That was around Johnston and Kristen back here. Big check up, but they kept it clean. Oh, so you got the Pinty series. There you go. Good old Pinties. Andrew, Daniel. It can make it difficult sometimes on the sides of the cars to pick up car numbers, but other than that, it's all right. Justin Martin continuing to lead. You see Martin right there in the 35. Caldwell trying to work through. Right to the back bumper. Boink. Hello. A little bit of a bump there. Moves the momentum forward. Pushes that car out. Pushes them out of the way. And that's exactly what you're looking to see. Steven back here. Chris Worrell. Johnston. Sanders. Peters. 38 on the board. I do want to apologize to you fans if you hear a puppy whining a little bit later. My fiance's at work, and I have a 7-week-old puppy, so I'm doing puppy duties and broadcasting simultaneously. So this is a interesting time. 38 on the board. Ross and Anderson right there. He's currently finding it fun to try to bite my finger every time I move my mouse. Click on a new vehicle for you, so it's gonna be a fun 140 laps here in the booth. This is gonna be interesting. Isaac's right there in ninth. 40 on the board this time by 100 to go as they continue to sneak around here. Nice. Yes, I do, Interstellar Esports. I do have a great race on my hands as we're 40 into this one. 100 in this time by. Nice job. 100 to go, 2 by 2. Johnston right there in the mix as well. Sanders in the 77. That's going to be Dave Sanders trying to sneak his way through, working the bottom of the racetrack. Great races here on the channel over the next few days as you see cars jumping to the bottom. Dusty Martin, Andrew Caldwell, Corey right there as well. Andrew Caldwell, 42 on the board of 140 this time. Out front, Dusty Martin continuing to lead over Andrew Caldwell. Pretty calm the first few cars. Let's jump back to Chris and Jeremy Flanagan back here around 14th and 15th. And I think that's the problem here is you end up in a situation really hard and to move forward, right? You pretty much are desperate to try to pick up any type of ground if you're back here in the pack like this. 43 on the board. Sneaking by 43 this time by Ross. Continuing to hold serve right now. Right in for Dusty. Continuing to lead. And I appreciate that Bulldog Coffee. I've got some more camera packs coming, actually. So we're not done with custom camera packs this year. I got a couple more I'm going to work on. Oh, problems down low. Just out the corner of your screen. Car gets turned around. And caution is out. That is going to be Stephen Muskie around. We saw it just out the corner of your screen. Comes down, tries to get clear, can't do it. Car going to go right across the inside. And there you have it. The caution is out. Folks, I'm going to take a quick commercial break. And I don't have many commercials, so I'm going to use my league sponsor last night. I normally don't do this, but I kind of need something. Commercial break to do something. That's exactly what I'm going to do. We'll be right back. Alrighty, everybody, rolling off the pit road. First round of stops in the books. I apologize for that again. Boomer Button Box for all your button box needs. They're kind of a channel partner as well, so kind of works for a commercial. And take a look here as we work our way through here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Field creeping around here. Dusty out front. Under caution here tonight. Again, not many yellows here tonight. This only the second one of the evening. Just a miscommunication. Car pulls down the racetrack, ends up getting turned around. But we should be getting ready to go back to green here in just a moment. So again, lights on the pace car. Dusty Martin will lead the field down here in just a moment. Field coming straight at you here. And again, here we go. .47 on the board with Dusty Martin leading. Caldwell, Johnston, Peters, Christian there also. A little bit of a blinky issue for Caldwell here. I know I'm not 100% sure what's causing that, but a little bit of a blinking issue. We're going to have to keep an eye on that before we come to green here. A little disturbing, actually. Taking a look at the field out of turn number 4. Here we go. Coming to the restart. Green flag will go in the air. Here we go. Green is out. We're back underway. Field will thunder down here once again into turns 1 and 2 yet again. Nice work headed for 1 and 2 right now. Trying to figure out what you can do. Ryer's trying to keep digging. Back there as well. Hey, Bulldog Coffee Company and Media. What kind of services do y'all offer? Tell me a little bit about it. Tell me a little bit about that Bulldog Coffee. 48 on the board at 140. Gangle right there as well. 49 this time by. Nice work. The field right now doing everything possible. Right here trying to stay 2 by 2. Dusty out front. We'll get one more angle here as they come at you. You see 2 by 2 right now. Dusty continuing to lead. Ayers back in the pack. A little ways. We'll try to get a check on him for you. Bowman back there. Now we do have 25 cars still on the lead lap. You see the tail of the lead lap right here. Just out of turns 3 and 4. Dusty, though, continuing to lead the charge. Ross, second. Corey, Jeremy, Chastain, Dave, Anderson back here as well. Dangle, Jerry Isaac right here. Steven there also. Steven holding on back to 13th on. Let's go on board here. Dead packed. These cars continuing to jostle around. We've put 52 laps down. Martin continuing to lead, and I still think the importance here. Kind of show it on screen here. Track position tonight. Take a look here. All right, let's take a look at a couple of things. Started 4th. He's up front, and you're going to see a common theme up here up front of the field. 9th here tonight. Started 9th for John Ross right here. Started 21st. One of the bigger movers right here, along with a couple of more. Flanagan right there started 16th. But for the most part, track position is a little bit more important tonight than what you would normally anticipate it being. Absolutely great to watch these guys do battle 2 by 2 by 2. Dusty continuing to lead. One car getting into that outside wall just a little bit. Bounced it off the fence, no bueno. Got in the fence there, kept it rolling. These cars keep rolling right now. Up front, 55 on the board. Dusty continuing to lead at the moment. All right, I will get you. I can get you in contact with the league owner, most likely, if you want me to do that. And let y'all talk it out and figure out what you need to do. Caldwell, just so you know, I also got channel partnerships available also. If you're interested in that, let me know. So right now, leading the way is going to be Dusty out front. Corey in second, holding on, 57 on the board, field 2 by 2. That inside line is kind of gaving up a little bit. Ross, Cody Richardson. And we're going to do a little bit of crank it up real quick. I think my puppy is needing puppy things, so we'll do a little bit of crank it up here. Field works their way through. I've got some good cameras for you here for this. Go turn 1 entry. Take a look how great this field is doing. Keeping it side by side. Giving each other plenty of room here. No real big issues here. Oh, misclick. Oh well, it works. They'll work their way off of 4 here, you see. And that's the thing. The amount of speed that these guys are carrying around this racetrack each and every lap is impressive here at a 1.5 mile racetrack. And the amount of speed these guys are getting at it, dude. Not lifting at all. Machine. Let's get a good look at that machine right now in 9th at the moment. Taking a look right now at Christian right now running the bottom. And again, these guys continue to figure out what lane works for them as they work their way by. 60 on the board, just shy of halfway here in a little while. We'll be halfway through this one. Lifting a touch on the front straightaway. Yeah, I do too. I know some guys have told me they don't, but I tend to do that as well. I actually tend to lift a little bit going in the corner also, just to get the car to set down and plant as they work their way through. And right now you see it at the moment, side by 2 by 2, both lanes of traffic continuing to be side by side here tonight. 62 on the board at a 140. Somebody wants up in my lap, somebody wants down, somebody wants around, he don't know where he wants to lay. Hey, we're 62 laps here. Look at the cars. There, look at the cars. Entertain yourself watching the cars go in circles. There you go, buddy. We have now teached the puppy how to broadcast. Now all you gotta do is take your paw and up, they're wrecking. You gotta move the camera. Take your paw and hit the little button. There you go. We got this. See? Puppy broadcasting training. Live. That's entertainment right there. Can't get no cuter than the puppy hitting the broadcast buttons. As long as you don't turn the stream off, that would be bad. You'll continue to hang on, a little bit of bobble there. Yeah, that's what I was looking at earlier, Hall, is that tighter radius. When I ran here, I had to do quite a bit of lifting. More than I thought I would, actually. It may have been my setup, because I run open setups as well. We're fixed here tonight, but I personally run open NIS every week. Hey, you want back down again? Jeez. Can't make up your mind. Better be good, or the league ain't going to give me any extra, give you the money to get you some puppy treats with. Nice work right now. Still continuing to hang on. All right. I normally don't say this on air, but Bulldog Coffee Company, fresh roasted to order, located in Central Arizona. Hello, car out of shape. And pit bull rescues. Well, you see, you're talking to a pit bull lover. So yeah, get a hold of me. Second lane preferred. Yeah, I would say so. Keeping that momentum alive. Caldwell leading right now. Nice work out front. Continuing to lead is going to be Andrew leading the charge. Jeremy Flanagan, Garrett Johnston, John Ross, Andrew continuing to lead the way. Yeah, Bulldog Coffee, if you can, on Facebook, message the Extreme Sim TV Facebook page, and I'll talk to you about a few things. Corey Peters, okay, buddy. 767 on the board. 67 complete. All right, 68 this time by. And we're going to go crank it up real quick. I'm going to let him out of here, let him go do puppy things. All right, continuing to work our way through here. 71 on the board right now as we're 2 by 2. So right now, Andrew continuing to lead at the moment. Andrew, great job. Dusty there in second. Here it comes. Corey Peters, John Flanagan, Christian Johnston, Eric Anderson right there as well. 72 on the board right now. Taking a look, Andrew with Dusty right there alongside. Nice run, 73 on the board. Flanagan, Garrett Johnston, Dave Sanders. Bulldog Coffee Company. We actually have a 17-year-old pit that was a rescue pit. She was, before we got her, she's had a hard life. She was originally used for dog fighting and all that crap. We rescued her. She's been with us ever since. And 17 years old. I think 17. 17 or 16. 74 on the board. Caldwell continuing to lead right now. And this field's still double file. Andrew Caldwell with Dusty Martin right there as well. The field up top, 75 on the board. That outside lane, just like Mr. Hall said earlier, feeling pretty dominant here tonight. And it continues to be the same way. Folks, if you like what you're seeing, don't forget to hit that, slam that like button. Let's get Extreme Sim TV, the biggest like count we've ever seen, setting at 4. We got 25 watching. Let's see if we can get us the biggest like count ever in channel history here tonight, as we will be covering this series all season long here for the Cyber Pro Cup Series, live here on the channel each and every Thursday. Out front, Caldwell leading. $77 on the board. Of 140 here tonight. Dusty right there as well. $77 complete. $78 on the board. Andrew continuing the lead right now. Andrew leading the way at the front of the field at the moment. A great run for Andrew, kind of dominant over Dusty. Again, that top lane starting to become the preferred groove as they work around here. Anderson, Daniel. Inside the line right now, led. Looks like the car number down here on the inside lane. Hey, great racing. Dusty right there, Andrew. That could have been big. Dusty looked like he was going to get to the top there. Here comes John Ross. He's trying to work the bottom as well. So Ross trying to work the inside groove if he can. Christian, Eric Anderson, Dangle, Jeremy Flanagan, Steven, Garrett, Justin Horton. Right there in the line also. 81 on the board this time by the field. Creeps their way by. Andrew, Dusty, Christian. Here comes Corey. Peters, Anderson. $82 this time by Garrett Johnston, Dave Sanders, Cody right there in line also. Andrew continuing to lead the charge right now. up front, trying to pull that field around behind him. 2x2, John, great run. Can't get enough though. Look at that outside lane. Just able to motor back through. That momentum on the exit of the corner is too much for that inside lane to overcome right now. Even though you see the big gap there in the outside lane, middle of the pack, around Jeremy Flanagan, Garrett Johnston, Dave Sanders, there was a big gap in the middle of the pack, but kind of took care of itself here. Andrew Caldwell continuing to lead. Dusty, John, Corey, Peters, Anderson. So right now it's going to calm back down as we kind of get into the meat and potatoes of this race. With Caldwell leading 85 laps in. For 86 on the board, Andrew, John Ross, Kristen, Corey, Eric Anderson, Jeremy Flanagan. At the moment, everybody keeping her calm. So again, what can you do in this scenario? Nice work. 88 on the board. Let's do one more crank it up here tonight if we can, as the field continues to roll. Nice racing. $88 this time by. So at the moment, who is your pick to go to victory lane here tonight? And we got a yellow on the racetrack. Caution is out, 89 on the board. The caution is out. And let's see what we got. If we can discover. Oh, smoke. And right there it is, Steven around. That's the second time he's been involved with one. Take a look here. Side by side. Now let's take a look at what happens here. Oh, that's a right hook. And outside wall. Brings the yellow out. Of course, as soon as this race ends here tonight, I'll be running NIS this evening. I'll be running Bristol 500 laps here in a little bit. That'll be fun. Probably be watching a truck race at the same time. The caution back out yet again. Field to pit road. This stop should, in theory, get us, if not to the end, very close to the end of this race tonight, as the field works their way through. $91 for 140. Wait. What do you do now? So let's see what we got. as the field gets ready to go to green yet again. Been a long night. And guys, sorry I can't do driver interviews during the race here tonight. We'll get that fixed for next week. We will fix that for next week for everyone. We will do that before next week. That was on me. I forgot to get that done. And I do apologize about that. We'll work our way through. Field sneaks by here. 192 on the board, or 92 here complete. So getting ready to go to green. 92 complete. Coming to green, 92 and 140 complete. Now, it'll be 93 on the board. Carrie, Dusty, Garrett Johnston, Dave, Eric Anderson, Justin. Hey, Bulldog Coffee, I got a coffee question for you before we go green. Most coffee is making me sick at my stomach, man. Is there any like lighter roast or something like that would be easier on my stomach? I love my coffee, but it's starting to get me sick at my stomach every time I try to drink coffee. So there's a question for the coffee man. See what they can come up with. Here coming to green. Caldwell will bring them to green. Caldwell, great run out front. Caldwell leads. Here comes Peters right behind him. Here comes the push right here. Top side of the racetrack. Now that top lane trying to get its momentum back up here. Justin, Dave, Eric Anderson, Chris, Cody, Leroy, Paul or Turner right there as well. Gary Bowman. Scott Clemens, Baker there as well as David hanging on. 93 on the board. Corey out front leading. .95 this time by. Nice work. So nice work as they sneak by at the moment. So how hard is it if you get single filed out here? What can you do? That top lane has been dominant pretty much all night. How do you handle this? So right now it's 2 by 2. Sherman leading. Caldwell right there alongside here. Horton, Anderson. Anderson right there, a little bit of movement there. Chris Leroy, John, Jeremy. Car in the wall, gets in the outside wall just a little bit. Meadows hanging on to it also. Baker, nice run here. Caldwell continuing to lead the charge right now with Sherman. Martin alongside. Great work. Oh, easy does it. I'm going to try that. Christian Delgado there as well. I think I got that right. Or I butchered it, but it was close. Christian Delgado there in the line. Andrew continuing to lead. Here's nice work. Nice work. So 99 on the board of 140 here tonight. Out front. Caldwell continuing to lead the charge at the moment. Up top, trying to move it through. Now the first 3, 4, 5, 6 cars clear of that inside lane. Harkening back to what Mr. Hall said earlier about that top and the top momentum, I think that is coming to be exactly as we expected here. One car up in the outside wall up top. They stay green though. And now the caution is out as there's trouble back in the pack. There was a car up against the outside wall. And I think it's just going to be one of those things, dangle involved. There was a car in the outside wall, and I think it kind of trickled its way back till eventually somebody got turned around. Let's take a look. There's the car in the wall just above him to get into the fence, and exactly. Oh. Car sideways trying to hang on. But nothing to it, and the caution is out. So 102 on the board. That's the way we set 103 this time by. So we will prepare for the restart here in a moment. Field working their way through. Again, thank you for all the likes here tonight. Thank you, everyone, coming out and watching Cyber Thunder Pro Cup Series Season 3, Round 1 at Atlanta here tonight. Again, we'll be back next week for round number 2 as well. Still will work their way around. And I'm not done tonight. As soon as this race wraps up, I will be going to run NIS at Bristol, 500 laps. That's going to be interesting later tonight. And the field works their way down. But yet again, 103 on the board here tonight. Of 140. What's that here? High acid. Okay. All right. I've got one. All right. All right, man. Appreciate it. And we'll get ready for the restart. 105 on the board. We'll get ready to go. This should be interesting as we get ready to turn them back loose. Ready to rock and roll. Ready to go. 104 on the board. They're coming at it once again. 105 this time by. Right now, lights off. Here we go. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Let's go racing. Everybody back up to speed once again. .105 this time by in the field, holding tight. See what we can do. Nice job. 105 this time by. Up front, here comes Sherman continuing to lead. Peters in second. 30 laps to go here just about in this one. Turner back there in the pack also. Meadows, Isaac. 3 wide, watch out. Hello, it's going to get really narrow really quick. Trouble to 97 outside wall. Oh. And trouble, caution is out. Kyle Nadeau turned hard into the outside wall. Through the front straightaway and again. Trouble, 3 wide, just not enough room. See if we can get a unique shot of this one here. They're going to be coming at you here. Nadeau on that outside lane. Just gets hooked right there hard in the outside wall. And the caution flag flies yet again. One more look at it here. See if we can get another camera angle. They were 3 wide. Mr. Hall, Kyle. Boy. 3 wide. The car on the top. Oh. Don't know, man. Let's do some analyzing here. This is a classic case. Let's see here. They're going to go 3 wide. Kyle's got the bottom. Going to get to the inside here. Middle of 3. He's got the 4 underneath of him. Plenty of room on the bottom. And, oh, was that a little bit of net code that started it? Can't really tell. But nevertheless, ended the same way. I think he did, but I wonder. Right here. They hadn't even got together yet, I don't think. He definitely drifted up, but take a look once again. We go use super slow-mo. I think they had made contact yet. Watch for the car to react. Yeah, they're net coding right there. Yeah. A bit of net code gets turned. and up into the outside wall. Wow. That is unfortunate for Kyle. He'll go to pit road. His night will most likely be over as we get ready to double them up. So Sherman will bring them to green with what's to be around 30 to go here tonight. So double file yet again. So we'll get a late race restart going here. And we'll be ready to go. So let's see what we got on the restart here in a moment. We're coming to green.
Green, green, green.
Green flag in the air. Let's go. Green flag is out. Let's go. 30 laps to go here tonight. Big two-car tandem up top. Everybody hanging on. 110 on the board. Now take a look at it right now. What a move. 2 and 3 wide. So how do you handle all this working your way through 2 and 3 wide right now? 3 wide behind them. Oh my goodness. This could be big. Again, we've seen it earlier. A car getting tipped around middle of this pack as the laps continue to wear down here. And again, we work our way through. 112 of 140. Taking a look. Trouble, mid-pack. Middle of the straightaway, big one.
Yellow.
Here we go. Just like we predicted, the trouble would break loose in the middle of the pack. And we'll get a replay here. See if we can determine what happened here tonight. The middle of the pack here, so it was right around here. Take a look at what happened. And here we go. 2 by 2. Car gets turned, and there we go. The 46, nowhere to go. The 43 around. Car scrambling to get through. And there you have it. Caution yet again here tonight. Well, I mean, you look at it here. Let's go from the starter stand here. Field coming directly at you here. You see the carnage ensue right under the starter stand. Yellow flag is out. And we will be under yellow here with Kyle out front leading the charge right now. 1:15 on the board. 25 to go here tonight. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew. 81 Pepsi machine, Baker to pit road. Trouble for him. You got the 72, 46, John there as well. Steven right there in line. Caution back out yet again. So with the caution back out yet again here tonight, 115 and 140 complete. The field will get ready to go right back at it once again. This is absolutely insanity. Let's see what we got. Again, the field will get ready to go back at it here. So again, 115 complete. Early Rory Corey up front. Lights will go out on the pace car. Yet again. And we will prepare. .116 on the chart of 140. We'll prepare for the restart. Pro Club. Ready to go. Again, 1 week from tonight, we will go down to Texas Motor Speedway. 1 week from tonight, then Talladega, and then Watkins Glen for week number 4. Darlington, Homestead, Bristol, Chicago, Indy, Nashville, Daytona, Sonoma, Vegas, Charlotte, Dover, Richmond, Atlanta, and there you go. Week number 17 back here at Atlanta, and the old version of Atlanta for week 17. To keep that in mind right back here, but the old surface here to end the season. Mr. Hall, I should be there for Dega. Sounds good. So 17 on the board. Here we go, 117 coming to green. Good restart side by side, Sherman. Good jump out front. Sherman continuing to lead. Sherman leading right now, a couple of car lengths. Sanders, big push. They'll get out ahead of the pack. Working together here to pull away. Sanders and Sherman working well together right now. Nice work. Cars behind them. 2 by 2, 118 on the board. Paul R. Turner back here mid-pack also. There is Paul R. Turner mid-pack as well. Coming up to 119 on the board this time by. So again, at the moment, field going to spread apart out front. A little bit of a bubble mid-pack. Hang on to it. What a save mid-pack for the 8. Meadows with a great save in the middle of the pack. He'll keep rolling. Meadows should have been gone right there, but he grabbed a hold of that race car, wrangled her back in. Now down the back straight, away we go. Kyle Sherman, Justin Horton, Dave Sanders. Bobble. Big bobble here as well. Sherman right now leading. 120 on the board. 120 and 140 complete here tonight. Sanders. Cody Meadows with a save of the night earlier. Sherman continuing to lead. Horton, Peters, Meadows in the line. Chris World back there. Caldwell. Ross, middle of the pack. Meanwhile, Corey out front leading the charge. 19 to go. Card at the bottom. That's going to be Sanders. He'll try to slide up the hill. He makes it work. Great pass for Sanders, but Horton going to drive back underneath. Horton and Sanders right here 2 by 2 as they battle their way through. Great racing here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. A little bit of bumping down low. Sanders right there as well. 18 to go tonight. Sherman, Baker, Meadows. There's the 8, Caldwell. Sliding back in the 8 machine of Meadows, sliding back here on the outside line. 2 by 2, 17 to go. Who is going to make it work here tonight? And it's going to be so dicey as the field continues to work their way through. Nice job. Up front, Dave leads. 17 to go. Carey, Peters, right there in the mix also, 16 to go. Nice work. Turner, Cody Richardson, Jerry, Andrew, 3 wide, hello. Everybody scrambling. 15 to go. Horton continuing to lead. Horton continuing to lead the way. 15 to go, coming to 14. Up the hill. Here comes the one of Peters. Peters trying to get a run on the top. Peters got help. 14 to go. Peters leading. Justin Horton. Horton continuing to hang on. Horton continuing to hang on. $13 to go this time by. $13 to go this time by. Peters continuing to hang on. Big swing. 3 wide trouble. Multiple incidents at one time. Cars in the outside wall. Everybody involved. Reckoning 3 and 4 as well. I've got cars everywhere. Trouble on the racetrack. Where do we even start to diagnose this one? Oh boy. Holy moly. The first wreck right here. And then cars going around back in the back. And then the 4 involved here. Big incident. Oh my goodness. The 4. Oh. Take a look. There's the 8 trying to sneak through, gets on the apron, Gets by the first one. Now watch this. He's got the second one. He's got to deal with two. Wow. Two separate incidents. If we can go on board, get a better shot of this. Holy moly. Take a look. Cars get turned around. Boy. So 10 to go. Wow. Sanity and craziness erupting here late. 11 to go. What are we going to do? There'll be 11, less than 10 to go when we get the restart. It's 10 to go. Lights are off. Ten to go. So 10 to go. See what we got here. Let's see what we got. Double file for the restart. We got 10 laps to go. So 10 laps to go here tonight. So, Larry, Early, Roy, Cody, Justin. Here we go. Late stages here at Atlanta. So ready to go. 9 to go. We'll come to green. 9 to go.
Green, 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 green.
Green flag in the air. We're rolling. Everybody up to speed. Yes, again. Isaac, Larry, everybody kind of spread out now with the incidents we've had. Top 2 or 3 cars are electing to get out front. Continuing to roll. Justin, Garrett, Corey. Nice job out front. Justin leading. 8 to go. Johnston, 3 wide behind them. 8 to go. Orton leading. Here comes Johnston. Johnston trying to move forward. Big push on the bottom. 7 to go. Orton leading. Larry. Richardson. Johnston. Isaac. Right here, 7 to go. Field gonna look for a run. Look at the 8 trying to hang on. Orton leading. Orton leading. Orton. Leroy. Can he, Leroy Jenkins, it to the race lead here? Justin, 5 to go. Ross. Meadows. Meadows right there in line. Big bobble. 5 to go. Horton leads. Horton's got to make a move up top. He does. Richardson now gets above him. He's going to put him in the fence. Not enough room. And here we go for the second time tonight. Big carnage down the back. Cars up and over. And with 5 to go, this pack got significantly smaller. Wow. Holy moly. Well, that was up top. Gets pinched in the fence and nowhere for these guys behind him. The 8 couldn't get through it that time. The 72 with a wild ride down the back. Jeez almighty. Let's go on board. Let's go on board with this 72. What can you say? On board with the 72. Oh my. Jesus. That was basically the whole field, yes. Take a look. On board yet again. There should be a green light checkered finish here tonight. Take a look at him checking up, and then down to the bottom, contact, inside wall, hello. One more look at this craziness. Take a look, here's the field. Gonna come around here, and you'll see it. And they'll come out the 2. It'll take them a minute here. But this whole field, there you see the smoke. Take a look. There's everybody down the back. Wow. And wrecking into 3. I didn't even see that. Holy moly. So we have 11 cars, 12 cars on the lead lap. Well, Stevens on pit road, Meadows on pit road. So we have rolling 9, what's this, 8. So about 8 cars without damage, maybe 8 or 9 as we come to the green. Next time through, we'll see 1 to go. Lights are off. See what we got. Green flag coming once again here in a moment. Holy moly. Well, we will go at it again here as the field looks at it here. Larry, David, lights off on the pace car, 3 to go. So 3 to go here tonight. Can we get to the end of this one? Leroy out front. Here comes Leroy here. Leroy Jenkins. David right there as well. Coming to green. Two laps to go here when we get this thing fired off. Green and white checkered finish here tonight. Coming to green right now.
Green
Green flag is in the air. We're rolling. It'll be a green, white, checkered finish here tonight. Leroy, good jump. Leroy out front now. Again, damaged race cars behind him. David right there in the line trying to get help. Chris underneath of him. Coming down the back straightaway. 1.5 to go. Big run coming up top. Here we go. David to the race lead. Through 3 and 4. Will we make it back? Here we go. John Ross. 3 wide. Here we come. 1 lap to go. David out front by a couple of car lengths. David's going to have to throw the block down the back. Can't do it. Ross, big run. Contact on the bottom. Now underneath. Look at Garrett Johnston dive to the bottom. Coming through 3 and 4. Contact. 3 wide. Wrecking. More cars involved. Big wrecking sliding to the stripe. Scott wins it backwards. There it is. Everybody torn up. And the 81 is going to win it backwards here tonight. Holy moly. Can you believe that? Take a look as they all tear it up. And the 81 car. Oh, everybody wrecks. Sanders comes home second. The last car really that is straight. On board with Sanders. Look where he's running, middle of the pack as they come into 3. Checkered flag. Coming and watch him wreck right in front of Sanders. Whoop, dives to the bottom. Take a look. Just that much. 81 going to win it backwards. Wow, and still got enough in the car to bust out some donuts. What a job here tonight. Ayers, Nadeau. But it's Baker dominating here tonight. Holy moly. We'll go down and talk to him here in a moment. What a battle. I cannot believe Baker won this thing backwards. Wow. All right. Scott, Matt up here in the booth, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, Matt.
How does it feel winning this thing backwards, buddy?
Oh my God, I don't even know what to say. That was crazy. I don't know really what happened in front of me, but I mean the lane just opened up top, and I kept my foot in it, and somehow got first going backwards. I'll take it.
I think chaos and insanity is what happened.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
Well, man, you're going to get the dub here tonight. Great way to open the season.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't come into this race with many expectations. I got some damage on second or third to last caution, so I wasn't really expecting to get back up to the front to win it all, but I mean, there wasn't many cars left towards the end, and it just worked out. Just want to thank you for broadcasting. Thank Mike for putting on the league this season. And yeah, excited for the rest of the season. It's going to be fun.
Yes, sir, man. Well, congratulations on the win backwards here tonight, buddy.
Thank you.
Holy moly. I can't. I don't think I've ever seen what we have seen here tonight. Let's see if we get Sanders. Dave Sanders, Matt up here in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Well, you were the first car to pass the stripe in the right direction, but still didn't get the dub there, bud.
No, it was a crazy finish. Definitely happy with second, given how chaotic that was and being involved in that wreck there about halfway through. But, yeah, that was wild. I want to see the replay of that.
I did an in-car shot of yours down the back straightaway. You were, what, 5th, 6th in the line, 7th, somewhere in there, and everything just cleared out for you.
Felt like Days of Thunder, just foot to the floor and just drive through it.
Well, man, you did a great job here at Atlanta. Great job opening up the season here and running second. The first car to properly cross the start-finish line anyway. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. Appreciate you guys doing the broadcast. I'm looking forward to checking it out later.
Yes, sir, man. It was fun to watch. And, again, congratulations, P2. And we'll talk to you next week, man.
Sounds great. Thanks.
All right, there we go. We got one more. Mr. Justin, you got a copy.
Yes, I have you guys. How's
Well,
it going?
the Crazy and Chaos, you're going to wind up third.
Yeah, that Crazy and Chaos is quite the way to describe that.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss of words, to be honest with you, man. I haven't seen a finish like that one.
There's a lot to unwrap in that final 20 laps for sure.
Yeah, a bunch of torn up race cars. By the time you got the final restart, not many good cars left. And then, of course, that big final incident off the turn 4 coming to the checkered.
Oh yeah, and then there was the one that I was a part of right before the final massacre.
Yeah, the one you was a part of where I think a car went almost up and over. Yeah.
I got to go back and look at it. I haven't had a chance to look at the replay. I was being left out on the high line, try to get ahead of it, and either it was a pinch or there's a chance that I had a skill issue move and went over a bumper sideways. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it and see if I have any apologies I need to send out and apology cards.
Yes, sir, man. Well, it was fun to watch, buddy.
Yeah, it was an interesting race, long race.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you go at it next week, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. Got to thank my sponsors, Luna Steak Sauce, sold by Foxfire Foods. I got a shout out to Kaiju Cat Motorsports for having me on the team this year. I got a shout out to Lilith, Garrett, and Jeremy. Shout out to you guys in the booth for broadcasting this race today. Shout out to the league. Shout out to all the drivers at the end. This track really is it really does suck at this track when it comes to being in the high and low line, and got to kind of try to make a move. And sometimes, depending on if I go back and look at the replay, mine may have just been me being dumb. But there was quite a bit of wrecks today. Happy to come out third. I feel bad for my teammates. I'm ready for next week for sure. I'm over Atlanta.
10-4, man. Well, we'll see you down in Texas, buddy.
Oh, thank God. Get me out of Atlanta.
10-4, man. My airplane's over there on the tarmac ready to take off.
I feel that one.
You
Never want to come back here again.
You want a ride? I'll give you a ride.
I will be waiting.
10-4, man. We'll see you next week in Texas, bud.
See you next week. Thank you guys so much for broadcasting.
Yes, sir. All right, folks. That'll do it here from Atlanta. And my throat's done. That'll be it from Atlanta. We'll see you next week for round number 2 of Cyber Thunder Racing and the Cyber Thunder Pro Cup Series. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the broadcast. We'll see you next week, everyone.